Hello and welcome to Mixin Up. I love these few minutes that we have together to talk about some of the fun and time-saving tips with MemoryMixer. Today is no different. I really enjoy MemoryMixer, but sometimes when you're creating something, you don't always know how you're going to use it. And that is one of the features that we built into MemoryMixer, is you may want to change the shape of your album. And so we have a feature that allows you to do that. Now, times you might use that would be if you had made your album through the year and now you wanted to create an album or a calendar for the upcoming year and just use pages you've already created. However, all of your albums that you had made before were square and you wanted to do a landscape calendar or vice versa. You can still bring those pages in. You might have to do a little tweaking, but it is so easy. So that is the first thing I'm going to show you, how easy it is to do that. So I actually have a landscape album here, and I want to bring in a page, but it happens to be a square page. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Insert, Import from Other Album. I'm going to browse for my albums. So the one I want to use is Mixin It Up 5. I'm going to select here. That is the right album. So I'm going to go ahead and select, and I believe it's page 5. Yes. And this is, I'm just saying at the end of the album, or you can do after current page. We only have one page, so that makes it easy. And it says, they don't match. Do you want to still do it? And we're like, yes, we do. So now while that's building, I'm going to go ahead. This is the cutest QuickMix. It is, actually, it's not a QuickMix. It's just a kit from Word Art World, and it's away we go. Okay, so we're just going to close that because that's all the pages that we wanted. Now I'm going to click on the page we just imported, and here it is. You can see maybe it's a little scrunched up, but so easy to change it. There's a couple of ways. One, I just like to select all of the embellishments. So I just drag with my mouse button. I click down with the left mouse button and then just drag and touch everything on the page. And now I'm just going to scoot all over a little bit just so it feels a little more centered in your page. Maybe not quite centered. And then the easiest thing to do too, just to finish touch, is I just drag that picture box, make it a little bit bigger. And then I can just adjust the embellishments a little bit. Maybe I want to drop some down. But you can see that is a really pretty slick way to go from a square page to a landscape page. So now I'm going to go ahead and open another album. Okay, so I brought this one in. I really think this is a fun page. And it is a recipe book. And say you've been started working on it, but you've decided at the end it would be better landscape or better portrait. So we're going to work on that page. And this, I think, is the cutest embellishment and background papers. It's called Baked with Love, and it's by Fly Pixel, but you can see how fun those things are. So we're going to be working with that page. And then the other page I wanted to show you, this one here is from Fly Pixel, and beautiful embellishments. I brought in an additional background here, and then I added a colored mat that I used just matching the colors from the flowers here and added that here. I thought that was a really nice touch. And this embellishment here is actually from Baked with Love. You can see that same embellishment here, but I thought it was so cute and would match with this one. So don't forget that you can mix and match your embellishments. And then the last kit we just worked on, and now you'll be able to see it as a square page. So this is a way we go with Word Art World. So you can just see a lot of fun designs that we're working with. And now I want to show you what happens or how you do if you've purchased a QuickMix and you want it to be a landscape. So it's so easy. We'll just pretend that this is a QuickMix I have just opened. And now we come to Edit, Change Album Shape, and it gives you the different options of what you can choose. We're going to go ahead and check Landscape, and then rearrange items to stay on a new page size of smaller. I tend to just turn that off, but you can play with it and see what works good for you and say, okay. Now, this is an important question. It says, in changing the album shape, do you want to replace this album or save as a new album? Now, if I am just changing a quick mix to be the shape that I want, then I can say replace, because if it didn't do what I was expecting, I can just start over with that quick mix. However, if it's an album that I have been working on and I've got a number of pages built and I've spent some time that I don't want to redo, then I always click Save as New, because I do not, if things didn't go as I hoped, I don't want to have to redo that work. So I say when I'm just changing the shape of something I've not spent any time, I go ahead and replace. If I have spent time on it, then I will save it as new. That way I still have my original. And if at the end you love the new way it turned out, you delete the old one and no problem. But it just saves a little bit of heartache if something didn't go as you had hoped. So I'm going to go ahead and just say replace. I haven't spent any time adding pictures or doing any of that. And this really is just an example. Okay, so we kind of already worked on this page and talked about different things we can do. And you're going to find that is the way it is with all of the pages. It really isn't hard to change an album shape. And most generally, you can just select all the items, scoot it over a little bit more, and make things bigger. Just drag out the embellishments. I could come and just grab these embellishments here, move them over, stretch this, so you can see how easy it is to change your album shape. Thanks for stopping by. Happy Mixin'. Can't wait to see you next week.